A man has the ability to love a woman unconditionally. I must say this at this point. Let me put my foot on the brakes, and I need to address some of you ladies. I know some of you will say women can do it too, but I'm not talking about women at this particular time. I'm talking about men that have the ability to love a woman unconditionally. Majority of good, solid men, godly men that is, will be able to agree with what I'm about to expound and not explain. I know a lot of ladies will not agree with this particular statement that I'm about to make. But I need you to listen to me. Do not hear me. Don't get caught up in your feelings. Just listen to what I'm about to say. Majority, but not all women, love a man based on how he makes her feel, which is conditional at the moment. Question: how can a man love a woman unconditionally? First, what does unconditionally mean? It is clearly defined as without conditions or limits. In order for a man to love a woman without condition and limits, that man must have God living inside of him. Because no man, the natural man, can love a woman how she needs to be loved. Not want to be loved, but how she needs to be loved. God has to guide. God has to show and teach the man how to do it. In order for a man to pull this off, he must do three things. One, he must make a firm decision, logical decision, to know that he is dealing with a woman that is the weaker vessel. As it is written in the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3:7, husband, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner and as being heirs with you of the grace of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers. The woman is more easily deceived than a man, which make her the weaker vessel or the weaker partner. I'm going to say that again. A woman is easier to be deceived than a man. And we can go back to the example of what happened in the Garden of Eden between Adam and Eve. You know the story. The serpent approached Eve, not Adam. As it is written in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2:14, and it was not Adam who was deceived by Satan. The woman was deceived, and sin was the result. Most godly men operate on the intellect, not on the emotional level. You see, a wise man knows that a woman mostly makes her decision based on her feelings. If you have noticed this, most women will say something like, I do or not feel that way. I did or I didn't do it because of the way you made me feel. These are a couple of examples. Notice that most women don't use the word I think or I do not think. They use feel or feelings. Therefore, once a man learns the pattern and behavior of his woman, he will be able to master getting her through storms. Because God placed the man in a leadership position on the woman. 3, and this is most important, a godly man will follow the instruction and obey the word of the Lord to love his wife, as it is written in the book of Ephesians chapter 5:28. In the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own body. He who loves his wife loves himself. Just as Christ gave his life for the church, a man should be willing to give up his life for his wife. A godly man and a good woman. Checkmate. Remember this, believe this, c'est la vie. and amen.